Veterans re-entering civilian life face many challenges, including finding a job. Hi, I'm Montel Williams. Welcome to this edition of Military Makeover Operation Career. Today, inspirational stories of former servicemen and women who have reinvented themselves and are thriving at companies who value their unique skills. Like many states, Michigan boasts a vibrant community of veterans from all branches of the service. With their unique skills and diverse backgrounds, they find a warm and welcoming home in the Peninsula State. However, even the most prepared veterans can face challenges navigating life after service.
Answering that need is the Michigan Veterans Affairs Agency, in partnership with the Michigan Veterans Coalition and the Michigan Association of County Veterans Counselors, who are dedicated to helping veterans and their families. From accessing discharge documents to connecting with veteran service officers and finding essential services, the MVAA and its partners are there to support every step of the way.
I'm Brian L. Love, Director, Michigan Veteran Affairs Agency.
My name is Michael Roof. I'm the President of the Michigan Association of Veteran Counselors.
My name is Gary Easterling, and I am the Chairman of the Michigan Veterans Coalition.
My name's Todd Butler. I'm the Deputy Director of the Michigan Veteran Affairs Agency.
So the Michigan Veteran Affairs Agency is the central agency for the state of Michigan that coordinates activities for veterans within the state of Michigan. We connect veterans with not just their state resources, but also their federal resources with the VA.
With over 500,000 veterans statewide and a staff of just over 60, the MVAA is responsible for coordinating and supporting those veterans so deserving of assistance. Helping Director Love with this challenging task is Marine Corps and Army National Guard veteran Deputy Director Todd Butler.
Navigating the benefits and resources as a new veteran coming out of the military is extremely daunting. I can use myself for an example. After 14 years of service and discharging from active duty, I was woefully unaware of the resources and benefits that were available to myself and my family.
With over 80 counties in the state, many who aid veterans, it takes more than the MVAA alone to get the benefits to those deserving warriors.
It's interesting because there are over 550,000 veterans in the state of Michigan. We need more veteran service officers. We need more boots on the ground. We need more ways to help veterans in the state of Michigan. We just can't do it by ourselves. The Michigan Veterans Coalition is a coalition of veteran service organizations comprising of the American Legion, the Disabled American Veterans, the Veterans of Foreign Wars, and the Vietnam Veterans of America. And our mission is to advocate and assist veterans in all the benefits they may have earned because of their military service.
And so what we do is we approach our partners collaboratively. We work with them, we find out what they need. We don't come down and say, hey, this is what you got to do, this, and this. What we do is find out for them, how can we help empower you and help you support veterans in your local community? And then we start the conversation on that basis and build from there.
It's a delicate balance when we work together to get the task done of getting veterans benefits. They're very supportive. So the Michigan Association of Veteran Counselors, what we do is we train county veteran service officers to help veterans and their dependents get the rightly earned VA benefits, whether it's a VA benefit or a county or state level benefit. We are where the rubber meets the road, meeting with the claimants right across the table.
Not only are we the advocate for federal programs and the federal VA, but we also are the advocate for veterans to ensure that they are getting additional resources at the state and local level. And those can be drastically different from one community or one county to the next within the state. And that's where the MVAA is. We're connected to all of those local partners, all those county partners. They're all part of a strong network with us to ensure that we can meet every need that a veteran has.
Meeting those needs takes focus and an ability to meet these men and women on their own terms. In transitioning to civilian life, veterans can experience significant challenges when navigating the complexities of VA benefits.
So I can tell you my own impactful story first. When I was 21, freshly married, new kid, I lost a job. And I went down to the unemployment office to find a new job, and the veterans rep sent me down to an office just like mine, and I was able to get financial assistance and get myself back on my feet within a month to pay my bills. And I knew the impact that the office provides to veterans. Years later, the opportunity opened up and I became a director in that office. So now I'm turned around and helping veterans and know the impact of what financial assistance and benefits do for someone that is down on their luck.
I struggled with transitioning back as a civilian. And so for me, it was a challenge. I knew there was something missing. And if it wasn't for an Army vet who I just happened to work with, and he got me to engage in a conversation about getting my VA resources and talking to other veterans, he probably saved my life. He literally saved my life.
When I got out of the Marine Corps, it's kind of a bumpy road, but thankfully my family kept me out of too much trouble. Transitioning from that very rigorous, squared away Marine Corps mindset to what appears to be an extremely undisciplined civilian sector can be rough for anybody coming off of active duty.
But active duty is a powerful shared experience, not only between these veterans, but all members of the United States military.
At the age of 18, I joined the Marine Corps. I went to school in Camp Lejeune. My primary job was a heavy equipment operator doing, road graders, scrapers, cranes, bulldozers. But then I went to Okinawa, Japan, and I was a rifle pistol instructor.
So when I graduated high school, I joined the Marines. I literally joined the Marines, shipped out less than 9 days after I was sworn in. I was over there on the deployment with my unit. That got to see a whole lot of the day. And then after that, got to go to Okinawa, Japan, spent 12 months there. Huge learning experience.
So once I graduated, I just walked into the recruiter's office, and next thing you know, I'm in the Army. So saw a video of a tank jumping across a ditch, and I was like, yep, that's what I want to do. So that's what I did.
So I joined the Marine Corps right out of high school. I was 18 years old. College wasn't for me at the time. I didn't want to go work in a factory. I came from a very small rural farming community. So there just wasn't a ton of prospects or opportunities in my own mind at the time. So in the military is something that I was always drawn to.
What all these warriors offer is an unshakable commitment to continuing their service to others.
It's a calling, something I truly believe in. When I started doing this, I had 15 years in the Army and I got out helping veterans and just seeing how you can turn their life around. Somebody who's struggling, getting ready to lose their house, lose their car because of their disabilities and unable to work, then you can get them that benefit that just changes their whole world. It's amazing.
One of the things that I think is unique about military veterans is we all go into the military service out of a sense of duty or sense of service to others, to something bigger than us. That doesn't end just because we leave the military. That extends into every aspect of our lives. We're just trying to make a change for the better within our communities. That sense of service, that spirit of service goes with us for the rest of our lives after we leave the military.
Michigan's veterans, our home front heroes.
Amway is the largest direct selling company who services industries like cookware, beauty, nutrition, and much more. It operates in more than 100 countries. The success of the company is heavily based on their independent business owners, many of which are veterans and their spouses. Take a look at this.
My name is David Coley. I spent 32 years in the military, just serving in some of the most austere places around the world.
My name is Sharon Coley, and I grew up in Baltimore, Maryland, and we met at the Air Force Academy. And from there, we started our Air Force careers, which I ended up being in uniform for 28 years before retirement.
Amway's a business that is all about helping people, everyday Americans, have access to business ownership and try entrepreneurship. We've been doing this here in the United States for 65 years. In fact, Amway is actually the name of our company because it's a combination of the words American Way. And we're proud to support almost 300,000 Americans across every state and community that are pursuing small business ownership through selling our products to their customers. We take the quality of our health and well-being products very seriously. I am pleased to work with colleagues that are scientists and researchers that are constantly looking at ways to ensure that our products are of the highest quality for our customers, but also using innovative science and technology to bring about effective products to help people live a healthier and better life. We actually farm over 6,000 acres of organic farmland to grow the plants that we ultimately turn into many of our products, like our high-quality supplements. In fact, we're so proud of the quality of our products that we're pleased to offer something called the Amway Promise, which actually includes a 180-day satisfaction guarantee on most of our products.
I first found out about Amway at a track meet. And at the track meet, I heard someone say to my uncle, they called him Dick, they said, "Hey Dick, you ought to get him one of them Amway water treatment systems." I ended up calling him and said, "Uncle Richard, are you in Amway?" He said, "I sure am." I said, "Well, can you sponsor me?" Because, I mean, if my uncle was in it, it had to be good.
We knew in our profession you can't wear a military uniform forever, and at some point we knew there was something that we were going to want to transition to that would allow us to still really serve and help people. And we saw this as a vehicle to do that.
We view Amway as a way that everyday Americans can have a low barrier to entry on-ramp to pursuing entrepreneurship or business ownership. We provide the tools, the support, the products, the supply chain to help them acquire customers, build their customer base, and build their business.
To win in this environment, you've got to become the very best version of yourself. And so it's a safe environment where, like I said, people can fall down. We're gonna pick you back up and go, hey, you can do it, keep going, keep going. And there's just a camaraderie that we build up. We even find the young people especially love the camaraderie, the mindset.
Veterans obviously learn so many valuable skills during their service. And there are so many of those skills that translate so perfectly to what it takes to be a successful Amway independent business owner. Veterans obviously have important experience working in difficult situations. They know the value of hard work. Veterans also know the value of working as a team. Teamwork is critical to any branch of the military, any unit or part of the military being successful in their mission. And for Amway independent business owners, those two values are clear overlaps.
And so you're not out there, like David said, on your own just trying to figure it out. And so it becomes a turnkey business from the product aspect, but also from the how-to aspect. And when you put that together, it's a very, very simple business to enter. And I like to say, don't confuse simple with easy, because being very, very simple doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be very, very easy.
One of the reasons that we looked at this model, this opportunity to own our own business, because we really truly, we wanted to own our own business, is it was so flexible. It was something that was going to allow us to work on our time, particularly as a military couple, that's going to move around quite a bit. We couldn't establish a brick and mortar and then move. Otherwise, that brick and mortar is probably not going to last. So this gave us a lot of flexibility.
Whether you're a husband and wife military couple, or maybe just one person is in the military and someone is not, you often find that you're in two very different career fields. And this was something that any couple in any capacity can come together and build together, and it gets you on the same sheet of music. But to be a part of something bigger than yourself, like I mentioned, a bigger community, that you can still continue to serve this country in a different capacity is what we were looking for, and we found it here for sure.
If you've been to a website that ends at .com or .net, then you'll be interested in the company we're featuring next. Verisign built and operates a unique internet infrastructure that powers .com and .net and enables the world to connect online with reliability and confidence, anytime, anywhere. Helping them achieve their mission are dedicated veterans. Take a look.
I'm a former officer of the United States Air Force. I was commissioned out of Penn State University in 1984 and served through 1988 at the Pentagon.
My name is Bridget Webb, and I served the world's greatest Navy for almost 8 years. And I currently serve here at Verisign as the Senior Manager of Information Security.
My name is Murray Green.
I'm a veteran of the United States Army. I served from 1987 until 1991. I left service at the end of Operation Desert Storm. Currently, I'm at Verisign, where I'm a senior manager of database operations, where I support all of the production databases for Verisign.
Verisign is one of those companies that you probably use every single day without knowing necessarily who we are. Verisign is an internet infrastructure services provider. Our business is focused on the registration and resolution of internet domain names. We also operate 2 of the internet's 13 root name servers that are responsible for allowing billions of people all over the world to connect online reliably, safely, and securely. Over the course of the last 20+ years, Verisign has made significant investments in purpose-built infrastructure. Trillions of dollars of internet commerce depend on that availability. Even if you don't know who Verisign is, rest assured that we are committed to providing you with the services you need to connect to what matters most, anytime, anywhere.
I think Verisign is a great place for veterans to come work because of the central nature of the mission. In the military, we were always mission focused. We trained for the mission. We needed the mission to succeed. In the military, we were stewards of our country's freedom. At Verisign, mission and data is the same thing. We're just stewards of the internet now. So there's a mission, there's a connection within the mission that suits veterans well.
The organization here is built on camaraderie. It's built on, attention to detail. It's built on working together to take care of the greater process, which is to protect the internet. For those of us that have been successful with military, we've seen environments far worse than anything that you're ever going to come across in a corporate environment. So with that being said, everything we see that other people see as challenges, we just see as an opportunity to show what we can do.
As veterans, just feels like a very natural progression to make that transition from military service to employment at Verisign. Veterans often have distinct, valuable technical skills that fit really well with Verisign's needs. And it makes it easy to make that transition from military service to employment at Verisign because you can put those same skills to use every single day.
I believe that veterans can find that service can continue because Verisign's mission is important not just to individual companies, but to our entire country, to the world at large. And in the military, yes, we're serving our country and we're preserving our country's freedom, but at Verisign, we are preserving the ability for our world to communicate. This is a mission that may be as important to some as serving in the military.
Great to see that after sacrificing so much during military service, today's veterans were able to find careers that they've been able to shine. I'm Montel Williams. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode of Military Makeover, Operation Career. We'll see you next time.